Why is teacher wellbeing so important? Teacher wellbeing is essential for student wellbeing and is closely linked to student engagement, student behaviour, and student achievement. When teacher wellbeing is given priority, schools function more effectively. And teachers across the globe are reporting high levels of stress that severely impact their wellbeing. So why is gratitude important for teacher wellbeing? I'm going to share with you in this video how gratitude practices can improve teacher wellbeing and some of the research that supports these practices. In Australia, 41% of teachers report high levels of occupational stress. In the United States, 46% of teachers report feeling stressed daily. And in the UK, 81% of teachers experience depression, anxiety, or stress at work. These figures are from studies in 2014. Any research done in this year would definitely show an increase in these levels of stress. My name's Amaro, and I'm the principal presenter at the Highly Effective Teacher. I'm a teacher, and I've been working with students and supporting teachers for over 30 years. And I'm passionate about teacher wellbeing and about supporting teachers with evidence-based practices that they can use to improve their wellbeing and thus improve student wellbeing. If you'd like to learn more about teacher wellbeing, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you receive notifications of all our videos. Robert Emmons has conducted over 20 years of research into gratitude and its impact, so that in anyone's estimation, he'd be considered an expert. But I just read something that really made me laugh out loud because it's so true and also so common. He writes that his wife sometimes says to him, "How is it that you're supposed to be this huge expert on gratitude? You're the least grateful person I know." Now, he shared that story and he also put it into perspective for himself by not beating himself up about it. It certainly made me feel better about myself in giving advice to others that I may not always take. I'm talking about gratitude here, but I can certainly forget to be grateful. And while we're all doing the best for our well-being, none of us are perfect and none of us does everything all the time. As one of my good friends says, it's about being good enough. If you'd like to learn more about how your self-talk can affect your well-being, follow the video link here. A couple of years ago, I decided to undertake a daily gratitude exercise that involved writing thankfully for whatever feelings or situations came up for me first thing in the morning. And the instructions for the exercise were to suspend my judgment on whether the feelings or events were positive or negative and simply be thankful for them. And I learned through this exercise not to discriminate between good or bad feelings and to simply accept them as feelings and to be grateful for whatever was happening for me. I had previously struggled with gratitude as a concept, and I was confused about feeling grateful as opposed to being grateful. And I was thinking that I needed to have some feeling of gratefulness to actually be grateful. It also became clear to me that the reason gratefulness practices work is because the practice gets us to focus on what we have and what is meaningful to us, and that makes us feel good. Gratefulness encourages us to look at what we have rather than what we lack. Being grateful for whatever life throws up at us means that when we look at events as opportunities for growth, rather than simply hard times, we can feel better about it. I also found that being grateful for some difficult situations in my life helped me see my power in those situations, rather than feeling as if I was just at the whim of some unseen God who wanted to torment me. Gratitude practices are not about denying feelings of sadness, frustration, loneliness, or despair. In fact, the practice can help with the acceptance of so-called negative feelings and recognizing the opportunities provided by hard times and the good that may come from a difficult situation. As Robert Emmons says, in the face of brokenness, gratitude has the power to heal. And there are multiple studies that he's done that have showed the benefits of regular gratitude practices. Some of these benefits were just from 3 weeks of keeping a gratitude journal. For example, some of the physical benefits were people had a stronger immune system, they were less bothered by aches and pains, they had lower blood pressure, they exercised more and took better care of their own health, and they slept longer and felt more refreshed upon waking. And wouldn't we all love that? Then the psychological benefits were that these people had higher levels of positive emotions, they were more alert, alive and awake, they felt more joy and pleasure, and also were more optimistic and happier. And in the face of trauma and adversity, people with a grateful disposition recover more quickly. And then there were social benefits to gratefulness. These people were more helpful, generous and compassionate. They were more forgiving. They were more outgoing. And they also felt less lonely and isolated. And that was just from 3 weeks of keeping a gratitude journal. If you're interested in using gratitude to improve your well-being, follow the link to our video about how to use gratitude practices, both for yourself and for your students. Gratitude's about recognizing the good things in the world for which we feel grateful, and then about seeing where those things come from and that they're from outside ourselves. Gratitude is about seeing the value in something, not taking it for granted, but being in the present. And in the classroom, an attitude of gratitude helps students appreciate school and helps teachers feel less emotionally exhausted. Research by Martin Seligman asked participants to write and deliver a letter to someone whom they had never properly thanked. The participants experienced an immediate boost in happiness and were still happier a month later compared to control groups who had simply written about an earlier memory. There was also research around a group of employees that were thanked for their work. So researchers at Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania randomly divided university fundraisers into 2 groups. One group made phone calls to ask for alumni donations in the same way they always had. The second group were assigned to work on a different day, received a pep talk from the director of the assignment where she thanked them and told them how grateful she was for their efforts. And during the following week, the university employees who had heard the message of gratitude made 50% more fundraising calls than those who had not. Robert Emmons also reports that there's a growing body of research around the benefits of reframing situations of loss into potential situations for gratitude. In the United States, 3 groups of people were asked to recall a personally unpleasant memory, a situation of loss or betrayal or a victimization. Group 1 wrote for 20 minutes on issues that were irrelevant to that memory. Group 2 wrote about their experience pertaining to that memory. And then Group 3 focused on the positive aspects of that difficult experience and were focused on discovering what about it might now make them feel grateful. The results showed that the third group showed more closure and less unpleasant emotional impact than the other 2 groups. This group were not instructed not to think about the painful aspects of the memory or emotions that had come up, or to deny what had happened. But they also showed that they were less likely to become hung up on why something had happened or what could have been done to prevent it. This study showed that thinking gratefully about painful memories can help to heal them and to help to see what has been gained from that. Another study in 2015 titled the 3 Good Things exercise. So the article used the 3 Good Things exercise to enhance gratitude in adults 60 years or older. So it involves writing down 3 good things you have to be grateful for each day, and generally do that at night time. The study was conducted on a group of 88 healthy adults aged 60 or over and lasted for 45 days. And the results showed that this gratitude intervention improved well-being. Perceived stress also decreased over the first 14 days. And this intervention was effective whether it was administered via paper or online, and showed that gratitude journaling can have a significant positive effect on older adults. So to summarise, there's a great deal of research that shows the many positive effects of gratitude practices. It helps you to make friends. An interesting fact was that thanking a new acquaintance can make them more likely to seek a more lasting relationship with you. It improves your physical health. People who show gratitude report fewer aches and pains, have a general feeling of well health, incorporate more regular exercise, and have more frequent checkups with their doctors than those who don't. It improves your psychological health. Grateful people enjoy higher well-being and happiness and suffer from reduced symptoms of depression. Those who show gratitude are less likely to seek revenge against other people and are more likely to behave in pro-social ways with sensitivity and empathy. It improves your sleep. Practicing gratitude regularly can help you sleep longer and better. It enhances your self-esteem. People who are grateful have increased self-esteem, in part due to their ability to appreciate other people's accomplishments, and it increases mental strength. Grateful people have an advantage in overcoming trauma and seem to have enhanced resilience, helping them to bounce back from highly stressful situations. What benefits have you noticed from the gratitude practice that you do, or the benefits of having an attitude of gratitude? Please share with us in the comments section below. Thanks for watching our video. Stay safe and happy teaching.